What is good, Tesla family? It's your boy Ray J back with another video, and in this video, we're going to be doing a quick technical analysis of Tesla. I'm going to talk about the overall stock price movement for the day. I'm going to talk about what the news is saying about Tesla and what Elon Musk just announced on his Twitter about Tesla. Now, before I get started with any of this, I do have to mention that I'm not a financial legal or taxation expert, so don't take this as financial legal or taxation advice. Everything in this video is solely for entertainment purposes only. And also, if you guys can, please smash that like button if you want to see more videos like this on with me, but if it's the entire Tesla community as a whole. With all that said and done and out of the way, guys, let's get on with the video. So looking at Tesla from a technical perspective, we could see that just as we had anticipated, Tesla would approach the $800 range. It did happen today. We did close at $791.94 a share, up over 0.82% for the day. Let's go, guys. And this does have to do with an Elon Musk tweet, which I'm going to talk about a little bit later. So looking at where Tesla started, we saw Tesla at $785 a share. It ran all the way up to $801, then began to consolidate a little bit down right here. We saw a little bit of consolidation before another run up as high as the $800 level of resistance before dropping to about $791.94. Once again, up over 0.82% for the day. From a Bollinger standpoint, you can see that Tesla was up quite a bit. I mean, we could see that it had some good runs here and there, and that looked pretty good, especially as the volatility was a little bit high from that beginning point. The closing was a little bit down, almost at one standard deviation away from the mean price, given the data from below. And it basically shows that Tesla approached the lower band of that Bollinger, which is okay because it was having a lot of runs, but overall it's in the green, so that just makes me okay. From the 1 day 1 minute chart, we could see that it had many good run ups that were a little bit different from the price. You could see that right over here we had a run up to the upper band, and multiple times we saw it until the very end. It did have a kind of a weak closing, I would say, but it doesn't really matter if the RSI is a little bit around the lower band. It doesn't matter because overall we're in the green and Tesla's still up and coming and it's getting ready for the next leg up. So right now the resistance we're fighting for is 800. I did predict in my previous video that we'd see Tesla come close to it and maybe close around $795. So that's very close to what ended up happening today. It ended up closing at $791, and that's a-okay. But let's just talk about what the news is saying before I give you guys my stock price prediction. But look right over here. Elon Musk on his Twitter, he's just stated that the beta 10.2 is now rolling out to cars with a 100 out of 100 safety score over 100 miles. So basically, people were tested on their ability to drive. And for people that have good safety scores, they basically test how well you're able to drive. And if you're a really good driver, you have very good reaction times. You're very good at accelerating properly and maybe braking when necessary. If you're able to see things, I mean, for better drivers right now, for safety reasons, the beta 10.2 has been rolled out, and that's absolutely fantastic, guys. Fantastic, because this is a huge leap into future progress for humanity and Tesla as a whole. It's insane that this did come out. Elon Musk did announce it on his Twitter, and that may have played a role in this big run up right over here, in addition to many other things. But when it comes to the mainstream media tends to not actually say good things about Tesla. And I'm going to talk about what they actually said. So, first off, there were good things. It was announced, many pictures came out from Tesla's GigaFest Berlin on the ground, and basically there are huge things happening right now as Tesla has opened a Gigafactory in Berlin, Germany, which means that Tesla's not only building more cars there, not only getting ready to enter the energy sector there potentially, but they're also getting ready to sell more cars to Europe. Let's go, guys, because the EV market is expanding across the globe. It's not just the United States, it's not just China, but it's also Europe. We're talking about the Gigafactory in Berlin. We're talking about expansions to Norway and many other things. So these are many pictures from the events that happened right over there, and it looks absolutely fantastic. But anyways, guys, I'm going to get on with what else was being said. And according to CNN, this actually made me laugh. It said, how Tesla can sell full self-driving software that doesn't really drive itself. I'm literally going to make no comment on that. That is just ridiculous. I mean, they're trying to say that this full self-driving mode is like a cruise mode, and I definitely disagree with that. I do not think that it's just a cruise mode. I think that these cars are, well, I do agree to some extent. Actually, they're not full self-driving cars yet. They're getting ready for full self-driving modes that are coming out, and they do require a driver on the wheel, which is why, of course, CNN's going to criticize them. But remember, Tesla is prioritizing safety for individuals, and the cars could basically still drive themselves, guys. I mean, you could say that maybe if they require a man or a woman to sit on the front seat and control the steering wheel and the braking and stuff in case there's an emergency, you could say that maybe it's not 110% full self-driving yet, but it's coming, guys. The technology is literally coming. We're literally just in the beginning phases of it, so it's ridiculous to literally criticize CNN. I mean, criticize Tesla the way CNN is doing it, but hey, I'm just gonna move on from there. I literally don't know what else to say. I literally just can't stand all this type of news. But anyways, Tesla takes over HP's campus in California despite moving HQ out of the state. And that is true that Tesla is moving out of California in terms of its headquarters. And he wasn't lying about that or anything when Elon Musk said that. But that doesn't mean that Tesla is just stopping any expansions or anything like that in California. You have to remember that they have that big factory in Fremont that's still going to be functional, and they're still working to expand it. So there's literally nothing surprising here. They're simply improving their campuses, they're improving their factories and doing what they can to expand even more. Now, the Washington Post called it insane for Tesla to be, trying to test drivers, this and that. So there was some bad news out there, but it's a-okay, guys. It doesn't matter because the beta 10.2 is rolling out, guys. They're getting ready. The full self-driving mode is getting closer and closer and closer, and it's just a matter of time. With that said and done, guys, I'm going to get on with what I think is going to happen to Tesla after all this news that came out. I'm very, very bullish for Tesla for the near term future. I do think that $800 is going to be a resistance level that we're going to have to fight for, but I do think that Tesla has the potential to break it relatively soon. Now, I don't think tomorrow we're going to break it. We might actually come around it, but maybe close below it. Tomorrow, I do predict that Tesla is going to close around the mid $790 range, as it has been around there and has quite a bit of resistance at around 795 to 796. But I think that that's where we're probably going to close, but it does depend on many factors, as I could be wrong. But I do think if you give it time, eventually we're going to see Tesla above $800 a share. I think $800 is coming. It's just a matter of time, and you just have to give Tesla the time it needs. $800 is actually a low number. Why? Because I see Tesla way higher than that in the upcoming years. And the years is just a relatively short amount of time, guys. 2025, seeing Tesla at $3,000 is not an unrealistic price target. It's where I think Tesla's going to go. $3,000 by 2025. It's literally just a few years away. With that said and done, guys, thank you so much for listening. Tesla has big things coming. The full self-driving mode is coming. It's just a matter of time. Give the company the patience it needs. Give it the time it needs. And eventually, the big moments of beauty are going to come. Tesla is the future. It has insane potential. And it's just a matter of time before huge moves come. Thank you for listening, guys. Have a great rest of the day, and I'll see you on the next one. Thank you, and peace out.